Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, weekend, spend event, a little bit of hiccups, I guess. Good news for us level 50 players. The 60s are no longer in our bracket. Bad news for the level 60 players. They're in their own XSLB with all the level 60 players worldwide. Not as intended, but can we ever expect things to go as they were intended with the people running this game? No. Shit tons of lag, can't even do waves. I don't recommend doing waves. Lots of problems. Error code 200 or whatever it is. But something, we'll call it some good news. As you can see, I have not done the trivia event yet. I'm doing this Sunday. It is Sunday, yeah. Oh, and I lost an hour of sleep last night, so yay, daylight savings time. When are we going to wake up and just get rid of that dumb thing? I hate losing an hour, especially when it's during sleep time. All right, enough ranting. But, and if you've seen my videos of trivia events before, you know that I like it when the tasks for answering the trivia question are something you do deliberately. So how many days? 2 whole days, and I haven't done any of the tasks, which means they haven't been labeled as doing something you do every day, like spend a latinum, use a speed up, kill one hostile. Been more specific and deliberate about the tasks that you have to do to get the answer, which I really like because it increases the engagement with the trivia event, which I think is a good thing. Because even if you are a player that doesn't really want that much engagement, you just want to know the answer and do it, your friends in the community will give you the answers, no problem. And I did need a little bit of help on what the answers were. So let's get started with question number 1. If you're going to try to embrace new worlds, you must try to embrace new blank. The famous Phlox quote or Hoshi quote? Not a clue. Honestly, it could be either one of these, really. But it isn't spend 1 latinum because I would have done it already. So I'm going to go with D, kill 1 hostile in Tulun. So we're going to back all the way out. Click the back button many times. Already got my ship set up in Tulun. And we're going to kill a hostile. Let's see what happens. There you go. That was the answer. Not that I really need to make sure that you know the answers, but it did happen with one of the videos. So I probably should put the answers in there somewhere. Not that there aren't like a million places to get them, which was slightly odd, but it's okay. I'll pin the answers in a comment if that's like that's what somebody wanted, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I just have to remember to do it. And as you can see, question 1, it wasn't all the way on the left. Of course, that's the big, larger event. Question 5 started there. I don't know why, but I'm going to go in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why that's not the order, I don't know. However, so we're going to go all the way to the end here for question 2. How many languages was Hoshi able to speak by the end of her career? Okay. I mean, I get that these are supposed to be trivias, but it's like, I would never be able to remember that number. Never. So it was minor or, so we're just going to hit the back button a million times. And we're going to go to this fortunate that I have set up here. And I'm going to mine some ore with it. I only need to mine 1, apparently. So, yep. There we go, I think. Yep. There you go. Another thing I comment on about some of these trivia events is the rewards. I mean, it makes sense that it's event store currency. Problem I have is I'm not very high on the event store this month. Though it would seem, based on the way that some of these loops and the new loops that don't require or don't have a specialty ship to go with them, struggling a little bit with these, right? So your Cerritos or your Titan going to be a big help. So maybe Cerrito parts, Cerrito blueprints, Titan blueprints, Titan parts, or the refit for the Cerritos that allows the ability to last longer could potentially be on the list. I know the one for the refit for the Cerritos is on my list. I'm going to wait a little bit to talk about that. Yes, there is an event for spending event store currency, but the reward is Gallinars, and I don't think that is enticing enough for anybody to go after that event. You do you, but if the reward is Gallinar, I'm just not going to do it. I mean, I have Gallinar Max. I don't care. Some of Phlox's degrees are hematology, psychiatry, dentistry, and blank. Didn't he have like a degree in everything? Botanical pharmacology, zoology, genetic statistic modeling, philobiology, which I'm not even sure what the hell that even is. We're going to go kill a hostile in Uridia. So botanical pharmacology. Okay, cool. Back all the way out again. Slightly annoying that you have to hit the button that many times. Would be nice for like an go directly to the game button or something. Especially when they start making all those buckets, you know. Alright, more event store currency. It's nice, kinda. I think the officers suck, and that's usually a huge draw for me with an event store. So having terrible officers, and I know that everybody, you know, Trip and Archer, they're good-ish and all, but the epics can get expensive to tier up. But alright, so let's go with number 4. Again, out of order. Which species once captured Hoshi Sato? I don't know. Kill a hostile and rise the Zindi. Well, I kind of thought they all captured her, but oh well. Because I was thinking Zindi. Backing all the way out. Does make it a little easier when you, at least for video purposes, make it go a little faster to have the ships already set up. So that's cool. Yep, that was it. Going back into this thing. Yay. All right, almost done. Question 5. When the whole crew was in stasis for 4 days, which crew member accompanied Phlox? I think this was like the one that I knew, because T'Pol would always be the obvious choice because she was the only right? She was the only other non-human on the crew, I guess, unless you count Porthos. Which I'm kind of disappointed that there hasn't been more appearances by Porthos in this. I thought everybody liked Porthos. Much more than Phlox. I think Porthos as an officer instead of Phlox would have been, what's the word, more enjoyable for players. But I could be wrong. So, got a mine a par steel already set up, mining a par steel here. So we're just going to come off the node. There we go. Done. Didn't get a banner because the thing was done, I guess. But then I got a banner for that, which was odd. Okay. So that's it, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of your thing here. what did I get a total of? What, 6,000 total from the larger bucket here? And I think the questions, the reward for doing each question kept increasing. So, at least I thought it did. Oh, no. Okay, so you got 3,000 for each question. This is the one that kept increasing. Gotcha. So 6,000 for that. And then what? 3,000 for each. So 21,000. That's pretty good. I 21,000 for a trivia event seems pretty good. Now, it does kind of depend on what you want from the event store and how much it costs. You know, if it's a rare officer and it only costs 2,000 a shard, then getting 21,000 seems really good to you. But if you want an epic and they cost 6,000 a shard, getting 21,000 doesn't seem as good to you. So it is a matter of perspective there. But I think, the questions were a little tough. They were. How many languages? I don't know if I remember. Of course, I didn't remember the merit badges either. I'm sure some of you probably did remember the numbers, but I did think they were a little tougher. Of course, you know me, I'm not too much of a Trekkie, so me only knowing one of these trivia questions, isn't too out of the norm. But I think I should usually be able to get 3 of the 5, I think. A little tougher trivia questions, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, to make there be some kind of challenge to it. Provoke you to go out and seek other members of the community and engage with them. It's not a bad move, or maybe make people want to go watch Enterprise, the series. Not terrible, so I'm not too down on the difficulty of the trivia questions. I think I would prefer them to be a little easier, but it's not exactly an easy thing to do. I don't like that this can't go in order. I don't understand that. From going left to right here, okay, I understand you got the larger event, that's fine, but then you got 5, 1, 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2 is relatively in order, except all the way at the end. Weird. I'm not sure I completely understand why the code or the display is not allowing these to populate in order. I don't know. I do think the reward was, I think 21,000 is a fair, it's a fair reward because you don't have to do too much for this trivia. And I really like, and I know it seems really almost meaningless for me to do a video this late about trivia, but I think it demonstrates one of the things I really like when they do it and causes me to like the event a lot more. The way they designed this event was the tasks weren't something trivial that you do on a normal basis. They were more deliberate, and the point of that is so you can purposely engage with the event and not just accidentally complete it and therefore barely interact with the event. But again, at the same time, because of the community, you can choose to not engage with the event per se and just get the answers off of Discord or wherever and complete the trivia event with relative ease. But again, you're allowing all the players to kind of get what kind of enjoyment they choose. And I think that's a really good thing. So, that was my summary. But I still decided to do the video because as much as I yell at these people for the way they do things, and I don't like that they do this thing or that thing, and how bad the lag is, and how broke this feature is, or broke that feature is, or what kind of terrible officers they're bringing out this month, it is only fair to say when they do good things and they do something well. You really do have to. guess I don't have to, but I feel like I should. And that's really what I'm doing here. And I do have to remember to post the answers to the comment board just to make sure that you guys got all the answers. Because I know not everybody has access to Discord, but however. So comment below. What did you think about this trivia event? Do you think it was run the right way? All the questions populated on the same day. They were relatively easy tasks that were deliberate. I think that was a very good thing. Is this the kind of trivia event, the structure kind of trivia event that you enjoy? Be sure to like and subscribe. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.